Pattern drawing dates back to the earliest move made by man in order to keep records in a coded manner. The hashtag pattern drawn on rocks in South African cave is 73,000 years old. That was in the Stone Age. Pattern drawing has since evolved into quite a number of applications, ranging from baby toys, garment making, storybooks, 2 and 3-dimensional drawings, and even helps coders on their ways to becoming better programmers. In this trading series, I'll use basic Python codes to help beginners sharpen their skills while building exciting patterns which can even be monetized. Welcome to Code with OC channel. Today we're going to be drawing a house with turtle. In my last video, I drew some patterns in Python. So here is the house we're going to be drawing with a sun, simple sun. Going to be including this. So this is what we're going to be including in our code. We'll be drawing our sun and our grass, just a green border. Have our grass. So this is what we're going to be drawing in this tutorial. So quickly, let's get started. So we're going to remove all this code. So we're going to start from the beginning. First, we use the from method from turtle import this sign. We use this sign meaning we want to import all the attributes from the turtle module. So first, in the other turtle tutorials, we use a different method, but here we're going to be designing our special window, keeping it in a variable. Use the W equal to screen sign. So this is the sign, this is the code we use for declaring our screen. Then we can now set WNWG color. We can now set our background color. So we're using deep sky blue as the color. Then next we define our cursor. We'll be defining our cursor. We'll be defining our cursor equal to the turtle. This is the turtle.rt function. This is the class folder that contains the turtle. So we'll change the pen size of our turtle to like 5. Then we change the cursor pen color. We change it to red. Then we change our shape. We want it to be in the shape of a turtle, a real turtle, like we saw. Then now we use this cursor dot pen up. I'm going to explain this code after I finish typing it. This cursor dot set pose to our cursor dot x coordinate. Our x coordinate plus 10 and our y position as our y coordinate minus 30, also dot pen down. So basically this code has now drew this code here, these 3 lines of code, we use the pen up function because we don't want to use the default location, the middle of our drawing to draw our drawing. We want to set a particular point position. So we set the position to our x coordinate, our default x coordinate plus 10 and our default y coordinate minus 30. So we reason you might want to think, why did we put this pen up and pen down function? We basically put this so that we put this so we could be able to hold the pen. Like for example, if we remove this, by the time our cursor moves to this position, stripes would have come out. You see some stripes. The drawing would have started. So we are not. So we use this pen up and pen down. We use this pen up to hold our pen, to hold it from running, from moving, from affecting our drawing. Then we put this pen down to stop what we were doing. So we've set the position. So next we're going to be setting our cursor dot fill color, means our background color. You set it as light blue. Set it as light blue. So before you don't move too fast, this fill color function wouldn't defaultly like fill the color of any drawing we put. We have to declare it. So here we declared cursor dot begin fill and cursor dot end fill. So now we're telling the turtle module that we're starting to fill our shapes now. So it's under here we can declare our code, what we want to be filled with this color that we've declared up, light blue. So here we'll be drawing our the body, the first window of the house. So we're using cursor dot forward, and means we move forward, and cursor dot right means we rotate 90 degrees. So I'm just going to copy this code because we're going to be running this repeatedly. So I'll remove this last one. So we've declared our first window. This is the code. We first moved forward. We moved forward, then we turned 90 degrees, then we moved down another 90 degrees, which will be 270, moved backward and moved upward to make a complete 360-degree movement. So we've drawn it, we'll test it out. We'll test what we've done now. You can see, wait, we're not really finished. So we're going to be So we're going to be we've not really completed the drawing of our shape. So we've only put three sides in this drawing. So we have to put it 4 times. We have to repeat this 4 times. Just copy this. No, we copy this and we paste it here. So we have completed 4 thorns. So every time we're writing here, we use the turtle dot main loop function. Like I've explained in the other tutorials, you can go back to the tutorial where I was drawing spirographs. I explained the main loop function. So we use this main loop function to keep our program steady, to keep it staying until we close the window. So here we will see our drawing. So we've drawn our first window. So next we draw our second window. We change first before drawing a second window, we change the position. So in order not to make our pen to move while we're changing positions, we use the dot pen up function and cursor dot pen down function. Pen down function. So here we can set our position. We use cursor. Now we can easily simply put the cursor dot pose function. Cursor dot pose set pose to we set our position to the cursor dot x coordinate plus plus for now we'll add it to 140, and our y coordinate will be the current y coordinate, and we will subtract 40. So this is we're going to do the next string. So we've already put hold our pen so we can continue drawing. So for this one we'll copy the same code because it's the same window we're drawing. So we can run the code again. You can see what we've drawn here. We've drawn two windows. So next we draw the body of our house. No, I like drawing the windows first before then the body, then the door, and then the body, then the roof, then the door will be last. So I like doing it in that format. I like using drawing my code in that format. So we've drawn our two windows here. So we use the cursor dot home function because at the beginning we moved away from our default position to um another one. So now we're going back to our default location using the cursor dot home method. We use the cursor dot home method. We declare that. We use the cursor dot home method to go to our default location, which is 0 and 0. Then we move turtle to the origin, coordinate 0, 0, without any argument. You don't really need parameters. You don't really need to declare parameters. So after we put the home, we put after we put the home, then we can declare our body. So we can declare our body. So we put our cursor dot home method. Then before that we use the cursor dot pen down and pen and cursor dot pen up. So we use this pen up and pen down so it doesn't affect our drawing. So we draw the body of the house now. The first size of the house in pixels, 200 to the number 200. Then we could use the cursor dot right. We move right 90 degrees. So we repeat this number of times. We paste it one. So now we've written the code 4 times. One, two, three, four. So we don't need any more code here. So this will be what we put. So now we've successfully drawn the body of our house. So we can rerun the code. You can see we've drawn the squares. Now the triangle is drawn. Here next, reset another position. Reset another position. But now we don't need to put the pen up and pen down function. You might think why, because it's also part of our drawing. We want to move to another position. For now we don't want to really change our Y position, we only want to change our X position to the cursor dot X coordinates plus we use minus 30. Now we can use cursor dot fill color. We fill the color purple. You can change it to any color you like, but for this tutorial we'll be using purple. Then we start filling the object, use the begin fill object and the dot end fill and the dot end fill object. So inside here we can put a lot of code. We can draw our triangle. So use the cursor dot left method dot left to 120, then cursor dot forward, we move forward by 200 degrees. Yes, we move forward by 200 degrees. We recopy this code and paste it so we can test it again. Draw squares. We have a body. Oops, we have made a big mistake here. Okay, let me look at my code. Yes. Okay. Set the X position. Then we fill the color and we use the begin fill method. We set it as 120 and we set the order as, oh, I made a mistake here. So first I moved backward 200 is a mistake. So we have our body, have the body of the house, then we move like this. So this is a mistake. Also, we use 100 instead to make our roof look smaller. We rerun this code. We have this part drawn. It still looks small a bit. Maybe let's try changing it to a larger number like 150. Change this to 150 and rerun our code. We have a body here, then we have a roof. You can see now we have a roof here, but we've not yet covered this border. So after this, we have to go to our home position, this home position will drag it back here. So we wouldn't put the pen up or pen down function. So we'll just drag it. Cursor dot home. We put it home. Then we have another drawing. If yes, We pen up our drawing because there's something else we still need to do here. We get went home, pen up, and also dot home. We just use this in case, so we put it outside the declaration of our draw of our feeling of the object, so that we will be sure that it's still on its perfect location. Mistake here. The pen down. So now we've penned down the home method. Use the pen up, then home. Yes. So we put home. So we have a code here. Then we enter the code. So we've moved home. So now we need to set another position. So here in this case we're going to change our color. We're going to change the color. Cursor dot. We use pen color. Pen color to we use brush color. We can use brown. Then we use cursor dot fill color. We feel our background color will be yellow. So we're going to be drawing a door. So we use cursor dot begin fill and cursor dot end fill. Cursor dot end fill. So here we can draw our door. So we'll be moving our position for our door will be 90 degrees. So it's cursor dot right 90 degrees. Then I'm always making this mistake. Right 90 degrees. Then cursor dot backward. Use cursor dot backward 90 degrees too. Or we repeat this. Dot right 90. Then cursor dot back this time because we don't want it to be a square. We change the um, height, the width, change it to a number like 50. Then we can still move right again 90 and back 90 at the same time. So let's check our code now to see what we've drawn finally. So here we've drawn our house. Okay, there's still something missing. Oops, I forgot. So after we moved home, we're supposed to pen up down. We're supposed to replace this we're supposed to instead of moving home because we've already declared that, we set our position to 70 and minus 200. Let's run this code again. I've set the right positions. We have our windows, then our body, then our roof, then we have the door. So finally we've drawn our door. So what we still need to do now is to draw our door handle. Although this is optional, you don't really need a door handle because it's just a simple basic drawing. But here I'm just doing it like to beautify our door. You set position. You set the x to the cursor dot x coordinate plus maybe we use plus 60. Wait, is the x coordinate minus 60 and the cursor dot y coordinate plus 60. So now we can start running our pen from here. Pen down method. So we put a dot here. We use the cursor dot method. We put a dot. We use length as maybe something like 2, and the color we use the color brown for the handle. So we're going to use the code for running our 4 minus 90. We can also use left 90 because it also, you look closely, is the same code you're running. So cursor dot back 10 degrees, and we use 10 pixels. Then we still run cursor dot, made mistake, cursor dot right, cursor dot right to minus 90 degrees, and cursor dot back to 2, a small number. Now we've drawn our door handle. We move to the sun. So for this sun, we set a new position. So just copy this code not to waste time. Use Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So change the parameters to minus 280. So now we can arrange our sun. Use cursor dot pen. Use cursor dot pen color. We change our pen color to orange. We use orange for our sun. Then we can use our background color, BG color. No, mistake. We don't use BG color. We use fill color. Fill color. We change our fill color to yellow. So now we can begin the filling of our shape. Begin fill cursor dot, and the circle. Where we draw a circle, then we put our degrees as, let's say, 50. Then cursor dot and fill. So after this, sorry, made a mistake. So after this, we draw the stripes. We use a for loop in range. Use the range of, let's say, 19 times. Then cursor dot right. You can use RT instead. Move right 90 degrees. Then cursor dot forward. You can use FD. Move forward first 60, let's say 60 degrees. Then at the same time, we move back to where we were before, backward 60 degrees. So I'm going to explain this line of code I'm typing now. Also dot circle 50 and 20. So we're now creating another circle with 50 and moving steps of 20 pixel steps. So like we're moving forward, then we draw this right, then move forward, forward, draw. So this is the explanation of this declaration that I'm making now. So next, we want to draw our grass. We set the position. You can still copy this. Control C. We set our position to minus 315 and minus 250. So now we set a new angle, new degrees of where we want it to be of our cursor. We use set heading, so we declare it as 90. Then we can use cursor dot fill color, set our fill color as green, and we use our pen color, cursor dot pen color. We set our pen color as green at the same time. So now we'll draw the our going to be drawing our grass. So we use the begin fill and the cursor dot end fill. So in here we can put any what we want to draw. Cursor dot right, moves right by 90 degrees, and forward, and we move cursor dot forward by 700 pixels, then cursor dot right again by 90 degrees, then we move forward again. This time, because these are width we're drawing now are length, we decrease the length, set it to 150. So we can cursor dot where are we here? We've moved 2 times. Then cursor dot right again. Move right by, we moved right, then we moved forward, then moved right and forward, then right by 90 degrees, then forward by 700 degrees. Keep doing this 4 times. Forward by 700, and oops, we made a mistake here. So 700, cursor dot right 90 degrees. So we've drawn our body of the graph with its various parameters. One, we set it as the same 50. So we end the field, we've drawn the body of the grass. So finally we've drawn our house pattern. Let's check it out to see what we've done so far. We have the windows, then the body, then the door. Oops, we have a big mistake here. We moved 90. Oops, we forgot something. After we move forward and backward, then we use cursor to left and move left 90 at the same time. And also there's a problem with our door handle. Let's check it. So in this door handle, we have dot, then right, back. So it's still the same thing we did here. Minus 60 and plus 60. So just leave it as this. We have our body, windows, and the body, then the door. So here instead, like, let's reduce the size. Let's reduce the size of our. Okay, now we have our drawing of our house here. So hooray, we've drawn our house here now. We've drawn the picture. We have the full picture with the sun and the house and the grass. So if you like my tutorial and you'd love to see more of this, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you.